just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto, if you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special, I just wanna see more.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Running six the outlaw. Right there, 56. Check. Check the backer. Shift, watch the shift.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Four down. Alert.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Tom, go.
On first down, here's Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 4, check 4.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Here we go, here we go. Got the flag. 49. Check tight end, check.
Murray keeps it himself, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Here we go.
They'll toss it to Breida, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go now. 6, 7 ending.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, go ahead, go. Hey.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Check 49, check 49, check 49. Switch. Shift. Let it go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Niners 7, Buccaneers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Blue 18. Wild Bill.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mariota now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
Set. Move 54. No gain on this defense. Where are they, team? Crunch, crunch, crunch. One. Check Mike 54.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Joker. Kill. One. Check 24.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Scott Miller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check three. He's coming.
Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Buccaneers 0.
Mike's ready. Move on. Too little. Cut. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50. Come on, D.
From the 41, Mariota forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be dreaming. Shoot. Check. Alert 3, alert squeeze. Alert 3. Watch the shot. Watch the shit. Hey, watch out. Watch the shit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And some space here. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll run on first down. Gibbons, he'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Same on. Deuce. Check 3. Shot.
On the delay, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Blue Dan. 56.
After the sack on first down, Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Mike's 56. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
56 is the Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Check 24. Check 24. Three. Mike 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey,
From the shotgun, it's Mariota underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got some space here.
Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, Roger. Out. 3 down. Out. Check 52. Jam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Watch the curls. Kill. Check hot route. Hot.
This is Breida on the draw, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on. Yes, buddy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, come on. One. Under crunch. Bang. One. Bang.
On second down, here's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
Mike's 56.
Yeah.
Alert flare.
One.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Where are they, team?
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, watch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set. Blue leg.
I got you.
One.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Watch the run.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Watch twist.
Check.
Check 99.
Back to the ground now. it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Mariota. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Ready? Move on! One! Mike 50!
Mariota. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Mariota's pass complete to Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Gay on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
49ers 10.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Check nickel.
On second down, here's Murray.
Watch the pass.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 57's the Mudge. 57's the Mike.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 57's the Mike, watch 57.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is the tight end, Njoku. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's checking.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on second and 8. Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Zoom.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here I come.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what we thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
56. Check 56. 3 buzz. 56 to Mike.
On third down, Murray. And able to haul it in as Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Murray from midfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
A beautiful fake. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yeah. Cut. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. Screen. Watch the backer. Squeeze. Check.
They'll try the left side. Gibbons. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, pick your game up. On the ball.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bring it.
From the gun, Murray. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Niners 17, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, D. Get up.
On 2nd and 9. Mariota got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Check 24. Check 24. Wow. Mike 54. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Mariota now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota.
Just watch 88.
Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense. Sponge. No go. Check 13. Check 13.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Check 56.
First and 10.
Check.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way